Vice President Kamala Harris has a unique distinction in U.S. history. It's not about being the first female, Black, and South Asian vice president. Her career path is even more unexpected. Kamala Harris is the only vice president who is both a state's chief legal officer and a top U.S. senator before becoming president. This combination of power and influence is unprecedented. But what does this mean for her role, and how might it shape the future of American politics? Kamala Harris was born on October 20, 1964, in Oakland, California. Her parents were both immigrants and trailblazers. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, was a cancer researcher from India who earned her PhD in endocrinology from UC Berkeley. Shyamala was a passionate advocate for civil rights, and she raised Kamala and her sister Maya with a strong sense of justice and activism. Kamala's father, Donald Harris, is a Jamaican-American economist. He has contributed greatly to his field. He became a professor at Stanford University, specializing in economics and public policy. Kamala's parents divorced when she was 7. Her mother raised her. She taught Kamala to value her Indian roots and her African-American heritage. Kamala was exposed to diverse cultures and communities, attending both a Black Baptist church and a Hindu temple. Her multicultural upbringing was key in shaping her identity and worldview. It set the stage for her career in public service and her fight for all Americans' rights. After high school, Kamala attended Howard University in Washington, D.C. It's a top historically Black college in the U.S. At Howard, she majored in political science and economics, graduating in 1986. Her time at Howard played a significant role in shaping her political identity and leadership skills. After her undergraduate, Kamala returned to California. She attended UC Hastings College of the Law in San Francisco. She earned her Juris Doctor degree in 1989. During her time at Hastings, she was active in the Black Law Students Association and interned at the USA San Francisco Attorney's Office. Jobs sparked her interest in law and public service. These experiences were pivotal in Kamala Harris's development. They gave her the skills to rise in law and politics. Kamala Harris's early career shows her strong commitment to justice and public service. In 1989, Harris earned her Juris Doctor from UC Hastings. In 1990, she began her legal career as a deputy district attorney in Alameda County. She prosecuted serious crimes, including gang violence, drug trafficking, and sexual assault. It showed her commitment to tackling tough legal issues. Her effectiveness and leadership soon led to a promotion. She became the managing deputy district attorney. She oversaw the prosecution of high-profile cases, including police misconduct and corruption. Harris's proactive, fair, and accountable approach earned her respect in the legal community. It also set the stage for her entry into elected office. In 2003, Kamala Harris became the first woman, an African-American, elected as San Francisco's district attorney. From 2004 to 2011, she served. She aimed to reduce recidivism and promote rehabilitation over incarceration. So she implemented progressive reforms. Harris aimed to reduce racial disparities in the criminal justice system. She advocated for alternative sentencing for nonviolent offenders. She wanted to improve ties between law enforcement and the diverse communities they serve. Her tenure was marked by efforts to help domestic violence victims. She also sought to give second chances to those wanting to reintegrate into society. Harris was elected California's Attorney General in 2010. She built on her success as district attorney. She took office in January 2011. As the state's first female and first African-American Attorney General, she championed consumer protection, environmental justice, and civil rights. Harris led major lawsuits against big banks after the 2008 crisis. She sought to protect consumers from predatory lenders and fought against discrimination. Her work in this role also included efforts to combat climate change, protect endangered species, and uphold the rights of marginalized communities. Kamala Harris's early career built a strong foundation for her later roles in national politics. Her work as a prosecutor and attorney general sharpened her skills. It also deepened her commitment to justice, equality, and public service. These years built her reputation as a determined, principled advocate. They paved the way for her historic rise to the U.S. vice presidency. Harris first gained national attention in 2010. She was elected as California's Attorney General. She was the first woman and African American to hold that position. Her work as Attorney General, especially in consumer protection and civil rights, made her a target. It put her in the spotlight. However, her rise to national prominence accelerated in 2016 when she was elected as a U.S. Senator from California. In the Senate, Harris became known for her sharp questioning in high-profile hearings. This was especially true for the confirmation hearings of Justice Brett Kavanaugh and former Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Her tough prosecution and advocacy for reform made her a national political figure. Harris's fame soared when she ran for the 2019 Democratic presidential nomination. She eventually suspended her campaign, but her candidacy raised her profile, especially her debate with Joe Biden on race and busing. Her selection as Joe Biden's running mate in August 2020 put her in the national spotlight. As the VP candidate and later as VP, Harris became a historic figure. She was the first woman, Black woman, and South Asian woman to hold the office. This further cemented her fame on the global stage. Kamala Harris's personal life is private, especially her dating history before her marriage. One of her more famous relationships was with Willie Brown. He was a prominent California politician. He served as San Francisco's mayor and as the Speaker of the California State Assembly. They dated in the mid-1990s while Brown was Speaker. Their relationship garnered attention because of Brown's political influence and their public visibility. In 2014, Kamala Harris married Douglas Emhoff, a lawyer who has been supportive of her career. When Harris became vice president, Emhoff became the first second gentleman. This was a historic first in American politics. Kamala Harris married Douglas Emhoff on August 22, 2014. Emhoff is an accomplished lawyer. He has worked in entertainment and IP law. The couple met on a blind date set up by a mutual friend in 2013, and their relationship quickly blossomed. Douglas Emhoff has supported Kamala Harris's political career. When she became vice president in January 2021, he made history as the first second gentleman of the U.S. He has since taken a public role. He advocates for access to justice and supports Harris as vice president. Kamala Harris has no biological children. She is a stepmother to her husband, Douglas Emhoff's 2 kids from his first marriage. The children, Cole and Ella Emhoff, are close to Harris. They affectionately call her Kamala. Harris has spoken warmly about her role as a stepmother. The blended family is often cited as a model of modern family dynamics. Kamala Harris has appeared many times on Time's 100 Most Influential People list. It recognizes her impact on politics and society. The National Black Prosecutors Association gave her the Thurgood Marshall Award. It honors those who have greatly helped the African American community and the criminal justice system. The Daily Journal lists Harris among California's top 100 lawyers. It is for her work as a prosecutor and attorney general. Brown University, her alma mater, gave Harris the Horace Mann Award. It recognized her public service and dedication to improving society. Kamala Harris was selected for the Rodell Fellowship in Public Leadership. It is awarded to rising political leaders who can work across party lines. Newsweek named Harris one of its 150 fearless women. It cited her courage and leadership in tackling tough issues. Harris was honored with a Trumpet Award. It celebrates African American achievements and contributions to society. The American Society for Public Administration awarded Harris this honor. It was for her contributions to public administration. These awards show Kamala Harris's impact on law and politics. They reflect her dedication to justice, equality, and leadership. Kamala Harris, the U.S. Vice President, has a net worth of about $8 million. Her wealth primarily comes from her and her husband, Doug Emhoff's investments. Kamala Harris's net worth rose when she married Doug Emhoff in 2014. Their combined assets boosted her wealth. Before that, she mainly earned public salaries. She was San Francisco's district attorney and California's attorney general. Emhoff, a high-profile attorney, earned over $1 million a year. He had many investments and stocks. As Harris's profile grew, so did her earnings. She got an advance of over $300,000 for her memoir, The Truths We Hold. In 2018, she reported a joint income of $1,889,156. The surge in Harris's net worth is also attributed to a multi-million-dollar home in California that Doug Hoff bought in 2012. Its value increased from about $1 million in 2021 to an estimated $4.4 million in 2024. In summary, Kamala Harris has a net worth from investments, book income, and real estate gains. Net worth estimates can vary, but these figures give a general view of her finances. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask. A new HVAC system was installed for Harris and her husband, Douglas M. Hoff. He is the second gentleman. Given Washington, D.C.'s swampy climate, solid air conditioning is essential. The residents received chimney relining and flooring refurbishment. New rugs, drapes, and artwork adorn the rooms. Artwork can be borrowed from the National Gallery of Art, similar to the Oval Office. Dan Quayle added a $130,000 pool, gym, and putting green. The Bidens left their blue hue from their Delaware home on the dining room walls. As the vice president, Kamala Harris mostly uses official government vehicles for transport. These include armored limousines and SUVs equipped with advanced security features. The Secret Service ensures her safety during official travel. They focus on security over personal preference in vehicle choices. During her presidential campaign and vice presidential run, supporters could buy campaign merchandise from her web store. This included car decals and other accessories. These items were not necessarily linked to her car collection, but they were used to raise funds. Kamala Harris's journey is a testament to her dedication and leadership. She broke barriers as the first female, Black, and South Asian vice president. Her impactful roles as Attorney General and U.S. Senator also helped. Her career is not about making history. It's about making a real difference in American politics. Kamala Harris's legacy is clear. It is her commitment to justice and public service. As we reflect on her achievements and future challenges, we see this. Thank you for joining us as we explore the remarkable career of Kamala Harris.